everyone. This is John Lemon with the Ameriflex O-Series Sprint Car Series. We are coming to you today from Sapulpa, Oklahoma at the shops of Walker Racing. We've got Mickey Walker right here with us today, one of the drivers in the Ameriflex O-Series Sprint Car Series. We're going to chat with this young man here for a little bit. Mickey, appreciate you having us out today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys coming out and doing an interview.
Well, we're glad to be here. We like to tell everybody that our series likes to bring the thunder to the racetrack, and well, we got a little of that going on today here. We might hear some of that during while we chat here, but Mother Nature's at work, but we'll just go with the flow here. Let's talk a little bit about your racing. Give us an idea as to how you started, how it all developed, and how you worked your way up to the sprint car level.
I mean, it all started with Grandpa and Dad. They were the one who really started Walker Racing. I grew up around it when I was 6 months old, started going to the races and then Tulsa Speedway. Everybody knows that racetrack, so then grew up in the pits, playing in the dirt. I mean, we playing in the dirt, scraping mud, just everything, climbing all over race cars, just enjoying ourselves as a kid. I mean, we grew up around it really then, but started racing when I was 10 or 11 in the micros out of Port City and Will Rogers and Claremore. Then I started racing those full time when I was 12, 13, 14, somewhere around in there. And about that same time I won my first race and my first championship all at the same time. And that was a great year. I mean, because Grandpa helped me full time and Dad was still racing sprint cars with us here at the time.
Right.
So it was hard for me because my dad wasn't there to experience it with us. So, but it happens. So I mean, we just keep going. But a few years after that, we started racing at Port City full time. Won my first championship and like 8 or 9 races in a row there. So I mean, that was fun. And then we got started in the sprint cars when I turned 15 or 16, and we just kind of kept going from there.
You know, let's talk about the early days there. You're running the micros. Some young guys take it differently. There are some because of the fact your grandpa and your dad are racers. Some take it right away and they get hooked, line, and sinker, and they're all in. And some young guys, it's something to do. I think maybe my parents or my grandpa want me to do it. I'm really interested in some other activities and so forth. And they just kind of do it. How was it for you? Were you a kind of do it kind of guy, or were you all in from the get-go?
I mean, I was all in from the get-go, really. It just kind of got, when I got in the car the first time and drove around the yard here, it just kind of sunk in, and I realized that's what I wanted to do, and so we just went hard at it and just tried to be the best that we could in everything that we did. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
You know, you've been successful in sprint cars. Let's see, you had won an ASCS Sooner race. There's the new group in Texas, the Sprint Car Bandits. You won a feature for them. And with the Ameriflex O-Series Sprint Car Series, you won your first race at what was then called the West Siloam Speedway in 2013. And then you won last year, you won the Ameriflex Challenge 2 race, $3,000 win at the Salina High Bank Speedway. Let me ask you about the West Siloam race first, your first O-Series win there. What was the enthusiasm and the euphoria like at that particular win?
That particular win was kind of cool, really. We just knew, we didn't really know if there was going to be a bunch of cars there or not, so we loaded up, and one race it was just me and Dad, so we just loaded up and we were there racing. Told Dad, I was like, Dad, it's going to lay rubber. I can tell you that already. It's just something I knew from going there and him racing so much, just me watching. So he set the car up. I don't know what all I did. I just driving. He's like, you got to be the one to find the rubber first. And luckily I was, and took the green, and we just never looked back and got the checkered.
You know, and obviously, even though you had been knocking on the door at that point, anytime somebody wins their first one, in more cases than not, it's actually a surprise. And that was a surprising win, and a pleasant one at that. And then we go to last year, where you won the Ameriflex Challenge 2, the $3,000 that we just spoke of. There were some important factors on an emotional and personal side for you in winning that race, wasn't there?
Yes, there was. I mean, it was a big race to win, but it was more sentimental to me because, I mean, Grandpa didn't get to go really watch it in person. But we videoed it and we took it to him and everything like that. I mean, so and then that Sunday we took him the trophy so he'd see it and everything. So I mean, it's gonna be one of those races that I remember. Just
Yeah, and
because
for those,
things like that.
yeah, I just wanted to say, sort of interject there, for those who are unaware, Grandpa started racing in the family. You're a third generation driver. Father Kenneth, four-time, I believe at least 4 times champion at the Tulsa Speedway. Grandpa passed away a few months ago, and basically what you're sharing with everybody now is the important factor about that. Kind of give us an idea of what you know about Grandpa's racing background.
I mean, really all I know about it is he grew up racing at the fairgrounds in Muskogee. I mean, I knew he had, it was, back then it was just old cars and where you could just go to the junkyard and buy a part or get a part that you needed. I mean, that's all I really know about it. And I know he won a lot of races there, and that's where Dad really grew up racing too. So, and they both won a lot of races and a few championships there. So that's all I really know about it.
And then it goes from Grandpa to your dad, Kenneth. You're obviously a youngster. Kenneth starts racing, and he starts doing well. I mean, he winds up being one of the top wheel guys in the area. What's the feeling like when you're the son of somebody who's doing so well? Obviously, you're proud of your dad, but what's it like when you have other people that you don't know, predominantly like race fans, that are admiring what your dad's doing? How does that hit you as a youngster?
Really, it just hits me like, man, I want them to notice me and how well I'm doing like that. I mean, it's just, like whenever the kids come down, I let them sit in the car, we'll take them around on the four-wheeler, get them an autograph. If we have t-shirts, we give them t-shirts or hats or something like that. But I just want the fans to look at me as a person and be like, oh man, yeah, that kid or young man is a great guy to go talk to after the races, or that it was a good guy to be a fan of. That's what I really want to be, is just be like, oh man, yeah, the kids in the grandstands be like, yeah, I like that guy in the number 2 car. That's what I really look forward to.
Now, we're into our season now. What is going to be a successful year for Walker Racing out of 2018 in the Ameriflex Series Series?
I mean, we got 2 cars together right now. I think Dad's going to race a few races, so really it'd be if I could win one and you run inside the top 5, or vice versa, or we both run inside the top 5. That's throughout most of the year, and that'll be a good season for us.
You got a lot of people that support you on this deal. As racing has always been since day one. It's always heavily driven by support, sponsors, so forth. Who are some of the people that are backing you this year?
We got Sign the Stitches. My stepmom owns that. I mean, she does all the stickers, a lot of our embroidery hats, and everything like that. And we got Rob and Melanie at Action Auto Equipment. They do all the paint and body work on the race cars. We got DSO. He does few engine stuff for us. Midwestern Engines, they do all the re-engine work and everything like that. Got Demolition Wrecking. Heck, there's so many big people like that help us, but there's also a bunch of little people. I mean, you got Donnie Sandblasting, Westmore, there's Racing Pilots, Maxwell Oil. I mean, there's just so many people that help us. It's hard to get everybody in.
And every little bit helps too, from the majors to the smaller supporters. Racetracks. You're out traveling around, you got the schedule in your pocket. What are some of your favorite places to go to?
I like going to all of them really, but the one that I really like going to the best, it's probably Fairgrounds in Muskogee. I mean, it's a pretty big track. My dad doesn't like watching me there. Whenever we start racing, he'll turn around and walk away. But I don't know if that's just dad stuff or what it is, but I really enjoy the racetrack there.
Well, we got people who like to follow the drivers as much as they can. Where can they go to follow Mickey Walker this year?
They can go follow me on Facebook at Mickey Walker Racing, or just at Mickey Walker. I mean, I don't post very much on my personal Facebook page. I try to keep my racing updated, where we're going, how we're doing, posting videos, just everything like that on it.
Well, Mickey, once again, we appreciate you having us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mickey Walker, the driver of the Walker Racing #2 car. Come check him out. 2018 Ameriflex O Series Sprint Car season. We are bringing the thunder.